What's up, y'all? It is story time. I'm gonna start sharing these stories with y'all as they come because I wanted to hold it in, but I just couldn't, man. This was too funny. This was went to Mulatto's uh, album release party. If y'all don't know, she's an artist from Atlanta. Someone compared her to be this is what a friend of mine said. She is the Megan Thee Stallion of Atlanta, which I was like, all right, that's pretty fair. And this ain't liquor, y'all. This is some good old apple juice. So keep me hydrated as I'm making this video. But so I'm in there, right? It was a dope event. It was crazy. I have to say it was at Allure. The decorations, inside and outside was over the top. I'm pretty sure inside was done by Sets by Sky. She's also an Atlanta set designer, and they had like the backwoods honey dripping off the glass. It was nice. It was definitely dope. I gotta give that a 10 out of 10. Listen, y'all, I've been to strip clubs. This strip club has so many strippers. I couldn't even believe it. It was they were everywhere. Like, and the crazy part is, right at the beginning of the night, because we got there around like 11:30ish, but she didn't get there till like 12:30. There wasn't as many when we were first there. Obviously there's people still coming, there's people in line or whatever the case may be. So it just became, by the time it hit 12:30, like there was so many strippers in there that like they were just hanging out because there was just so many. There was nowhere for them to go. It was over flooded. It was crazy. Like, I don't even think I need to go back to a strip club because I seen enough in that one night. I seen everything I needed to see. But there was this funny moment because I'm in there sober, y'all. I had one drink and I just drank to socialize. I'm actually taking a detox right now. But so I'm in there and this dude, I gotta have to act it out. There's this dude, big dude. He looked like a football player. He looked like an offensive lineman. So he's in there by the bar. And I'm only noticing this stuff, y'all, because I'm sober. So I'm already seeing everything I need to see. But there's just moments in there because I'm sober. I'm not like glued to all the women in there because I'm just sober. So I'm just looking for funny things. I like to laugh sometimes. So I like to look for the funny things. And when I'm in there, I see this dude by the bar and he got $2. I swear to you. I'm gonna show you an example with a 10 because all I got is a $10. But he had $2, right? He's sitting there looking at the women. I don't know what he was on, what he was drinking, what he was smoking, but he just kept shifting the $2 back and forth as if like it was like 1,000 ones. He's shifting the two and just looking, like thinking in his head what he finna do with them $2. And I'm literally right next to this dude, and I don't even think he must have been so turned up that he didn't even know what he was doing. But it was hilarious. I wish I could have got a video of him. He probably would have been very upset. But I did see, you couldn't really record in there. So let me show y'all just the quick stuff that I got outside and the quick video that I got inside once she got in there. It was pretty turned up. Check it out.
Like that shit. Start this bitch over, baby. Mulatto, take this shit over. This is what we do. Tracy Augustine in this bitch. Let's go like this. RCA in the building tonight. It's a whole takeover.
As you can see, that there wasn't really much. You weren't really allowed to record in there because obviously all the women in there were damn near naked. And anybody that did see you with a phone out, they would definitely letting you know that you cannot record. But back to this dude with the $2 because it doesn't end there, right? And I'm only sharing this story because I want to tell y'all, man, y'all don't got to keep up with nobody. There was a lot of ones being thrown. And I'm going to be honest, I wanted to throw ones. I had about like $700 in my pocket, and I wanted to throw. But I looked to my left, and it seemed to look like it was Regine Carter. I didn't know. I was taking a good guess. I'm like, this looked like her. And what sold me was there was a brick of dollars. This is when I knew I didn't have to throw. There was no chance I was throwing my money. There was a brick of dollars that she had by her feet, and she had like stacks in her hand. Yo, she was making it rain. And I'm literally like 5 feet away from her section. Making it rain. This is when I was like, all right, you know, my $700 is going to stay in my pocket. Because she's making it rain. Like, the money's falling on people's head. Like, the money's falling on average people's head. You ain't even a stripper, and the money's just falling and hitting you in the head. That's how much dollars she was throwing. Her whole section, they were just launching ones. So, I'm like, okay, like, my $700 gonna stay in my pocket, but this dude's sitting there shifting his $2. I see him. Listen, I'm so sober. I don't even know why I'm looking at this dude. I see him like eyeing one girl down. He's eyeing her down. She's right up ahead doing a dance for somebody. So he's enjoying her dance that she's doing for someone. That person's raining ones on her. Regine Carter's raining ones over everybody. There's a lot of ones in the air right now. He's just shifting his $2. Turned up. He's seen an opportunity. Homegirl stops dancing for the gentleman across and walking by him. So I see him shift the $2. Starts to hold it in one hand. And he goes to talk to her. Now, I don't know what homie done said in her ear, but she didn't look happy. She didn't look happy. And he had put his arm around her with the dollars in his hands. And I think he was like trying to tuck it in her panties, but she didn't have panties on. So he accidentally let it. I'm watching this whole thing. It's like, she says like, she gives like this eel face to him. And he's like, yo, but I'm trying to give you money. And then, but he dropped one of the dollars, so he had $1 left in his. Like, I think he was so drunk that he didn't realize she didn't have panties on. So I don't know where he was trying to slide the dollars, but one of the dollars fell. So when she looked like for the money that he was gonna give to her, all he had was $1 left in his hand. The disgust in her face, like. And I don't know what he said to her, but she ended that conversation with no and walked away, but still took the $1. And I'm just there laughing because he had the most stupidest look on his face as if he didn't know what was going to happen. Like, he had $2. You got people raining ones out here, raining so many dollars, the dollars are falling on people's heads. And what you gonna do with your $2, man? Take your $2 and stick them in your pocket, man. You ain't gotta keep up with nobody. You ain't gotta, man. We gotta have control, man. Some of the men out here, man, don't have no control. I mean, he could have just gave it the $2. He if that's all he had, that's all he had, which was cool. But you gotta realize there's people out here raining dollars. Listen, you can enjoy the show from the sideline. I didn't throw a single dollar. I enjoyed the show from the sideline. It was a great night. It was an amazing night, and I didn't got no one looking at me like I'm stupid. So if you ever go to any club or anything, it's for men. Please don't let yourself look stupid, man. Don't let the liquor. You shifting the $2. Don't let the liquor got you looking stupid, man. It's just wild, and it was a great night. I'm honestly gonna say it was a great night. The party was dope. I gotta give the party a 10 out of 10. The music was fairly good. I'll give the music a 8 out of 10, 8, 7, 8 out of 10. You couldn't really hear it that well in the club, but it was smacking. The bass was smacking in the club. You couldn't really hear the lyrics that well. It was just so much noise, so much people. The DJ's talking every 3 seconds. I think 21 Savage was in the building. I really do think 21 Savage was in the building. We overheard that. But I'm not too sure. We did see someone very high profile walk in with a lot of people towards more the end of the night, around like 2 o'clock in the morning. And he had some big security with him. So we overheard 21 Savage on the mic. I didn't get to physically see because it was just the security. It was very high profile how he came in. But nonetheless, the party was dope. It was at Allure. And listen, they know how to throw a party, I'll tell you that. Whoever set that whole thing up, they know how to throw a party. And I'll actually share a funny story from the beginning. Cause I just like to get a good laugh. So I'm looking for parking in the parking lot because the place is packed out. There's parking nowhere, right? So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I was gonna park somewhere. And listen to me, y'all. Don't do this. Don't park where it says that your car can be towed. Pay the $20 so that you're not paying the $150 to go get your car plus the Uber to get over to your car. Stop being cheap, right? So I parked in a tow zone, and I got out the car. And then when I got out the car, it hit me and said, man, Shaddai, you better pay this. Just pay $20 to park your car somewhere so you're not paying $150 and looking stupid when you get out the club. So we got back in the car. And before I parked there, I drove by this dude at a gas station. He was like, I'm like, how much is the parking? He's like, 20. So I go, there ain't no spots for 10? And he laughs and walks away, and I just start laughing. I drive off. So that's when I go and park at the tow zone. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and get that guy his $20, man. He deserves it. Which the spot was right in front of the club, but I like to be a funny dude. Like I just be doing stupid stuff to see if I can get away with it. He wasn't having it. So when I pulled back up, right, I rolled down the window and I'm like, yeah, you got any spots left? He's like, yeah, it's 40 now. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, he's like, park right there. Like, he was trying to play with me, but it was funny because he took it as a joke. And, you know, I thought that was a funny part too. But a lot of lessons learned. Don't stop trying to keep up with the Joneses here. Just do you. Like, it's okay to go out and just do you. You ain't got to keep up with no one. You ain't got to make yourself look stupid. Just do you when you go out. Have fun. Don't be trying to compare what you're doing and all that. You know, live your life and enjoy what you have, because that's what's important. You know, you're going to lose yourself trying to keep up with this person, that person, or make yourself look stupid. Just listen. This was my story, and you know, I'm gonna continue to share the stories. Let me know if you like the story in the comments below. Y'all have a great rest of y'all week.